So we worked on pivots tonight. We also did a solo jazz one, which I suggest everyone do, just kind of get good food and get good about dancing. Because if you're good at that, that's perfectly fine. So we worked on some more themed pivots like we did last week. We came in from a paddle entrance. And every step I'm really trying to take underneath me, and I'm trying to come through Jen's right side with every step to make sure that she can feel that rotation. Jen's being really good about keeping straight up, her hips underneath her, her rib cage underneath her, and letting that foot pivot on one side, the other side. Same thing for leaders. I'm constantly thinking about with my right foot of driving between her feet. That way it eliminates the wonkiness. I'm not trying to go back and forward, but I'm trying to go underneath. This is actually a good thing to practice at home. Right? So that was kind of a quick review of the pivots. And then we went into a little exit that I first saw Adam Steen do. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7, 1, 3. So I demonstrated that two different ways. Well, two different timings. As long as my right foot is, I'm on my right foot, I'm just going to peel away from my partner. And literally, it's as much like a book opening up. I'm going to step underneath myself. Jen's going to do a really good job of rotating into her own arm. We're going to have a nice connection here. She's not going to let it out, but she's not going to pull against me either.
Like a regular toss-up connection.
And I'm just using that same momentum to continue to send her behind me to pick her back up to go to the next round. And you notice she stays on spot, I stay on spot, and I pick her back up. We also talked about one of the things that we talked about a little ad nauseum is when we're in this position. Look where my chin is, and look where Jen's chin is. It's already over our left shoulder. So we're just going to stay in that position to help us come around and find our partner. Okay? That's a pretty good tip for any kind of training you're doing. The next thing is we did a little quick out. I borrowed this from another lead. You might have known Big Williams. And all we're going to do again, we're going to use that little opening motion to come back through, but we're changing time into a quick. Let's see if I can't try and orient it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. 1. Okay? And so I'm really using this again. That's the triple motion that we have. Whenever my right foot is free, we're coming through. I'm just going to use the opportunity to step open, but this time I'm stepping right underneath myself. And as I'm doing that, I'm bringing my right elbow with me from a different angle. Bring my right elbow with me, which causes her to step on that opposite foot, and then I carry her through the next step, and then bring her back to close. There's a whole bunch of different options we have to come out of this. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. Okay, so that's one of the options we have. But the important thing is that we're taking a rotational motion, interrupting it into something kind of linear, and then go back to rotation.
Choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure. And one of the things that we talk about for follows and pivots especially is keeping your feet underneath you, not getting wonky. We talk about leads, keeping the axis over one foot or the other foot. What else we talk about?
Keeping it smooth.
Keeping it smooth. Yeah, the pulsing will actually slow you down, which is fine to do stylistically to a slower song if you're trying to get time. And then lastly, when I'm any of these things, I'm making sure I'm doing it with confidence. So as I'm doing that little quick out, I'm doing that 7, 8, I'm making sure that 1, 2, we can do that very confident so my partner can do that.
Yes.
Thank you guys very much. You did a great job.